Hi guys, it's been a while. You might have noticed I haven't posted any videos to YouTube whatsoever for like the last 5 months, I think it's been. Now, there is a good reason for that, and I am very, very sorry that I haven't posted anything for that long. However, you'll be pleased to know that I've actually quit smoking. And now, in December, I decided that I wanted to quit smoking. Now, I actually decided this a long time ago. I think I've been trying to quit since I was 21. I'm now 34. So I've been trying to quit all that time, and I have tried all of the usual things, these lovely little mints that I keep very close to me. I've used the inhalers, I've used the patches, I've used the stop smoking service through the NHS, where you go to the doctors and they do the checkups and everything. So you basically are more accountable, but that didn't even work. So in December, actually, the seed was planted maybe in, I think it was September, October time last year. And that was when I'd started this anxiety workshop, which I believe I've mentioned in a couple of my videos before, where I met a guy called Glenn Russell. Now, Glenn is an absolute diamond geezer. I have to tell you, he is just amazing. He is a trained hypnotherapist, and he basically helped me through this anxiety workshop and helped me learn some tools that I think I've shared with you guys to help me manage my anxiety. But I was also smoking at the time, and I knew that I wanted to give up smoking. So I put my money where my mouth was, and I signed up to Glenn's control system. So the control system is basically a way of hypnotherapy. It's not, but it's kind of hypnotherapy. Okay, it's the same sort of thing, if that makes sense. So Glenn basically had, I think it was 4 sessions with me to go through what my triggers were, to understand what the connections were, and why I was finding it so difficult to give up. Now, like I said, I've tried all of these different things, and this was kind of like my last ditch attempt at trying to give up smoking. And it was really hard. It was really hard. And the whole journey in itself, like without doing this, has been difficult, with the self-loathing and the beating myself up and just all of that, like negativeness, like with myself. Nobody else is beating me up because I smoke. I mean, my mum and my dad have, but that was a long time ago, and they kind of accepted it now. So it's like one of those things, I'm only beating myself up. Nobody else is doing that. So I was just in this constant cycle of just beating myself up, and it's horrible anyway. So like I say, I put my money where my mouth was, and I signed up to Glenn's control system. And he essentially used that process to speak to my subconscious and work out where the triggers are, and to make the changes in my subconscious so that I could actually effectively let go of smoking. So I went for my first session on the 2nd of January this year, and I put all my eggs in one basket. I thought that it was going to work just like that, and I thought I was going to come out of there in that, I think it was about an hour and a half session. I thought I was going to come out of there as a non-smoker. Well, that wasn't the case. And I know that I was probably due to put out a video that week, and I was just in a state of, oh my god, I was just beating myself up. Like, I would go and roll my smoke, and I'd go and sit outside, and I wouldn't even notice that I've done it. I've like done it on autopilot. And then I'd go and I'd be sitting outside having a smoke, and then it would dawn on me, what are you doing? You shouldn't be smoking. It's not good for you. Internally, I was just constantly berating myself because I'd picked up the cigarette. So 3 weeks went past, and I went back for my second session. Now, Glenn basically says that you should have 3 sessions, and they should be quite spaced apart. So you'd have maybe 2 or 3 weeks between each of those sessions. And then each of those sessions, it might be that something else comes to light, and it's something else that we need to work on. So I went back for my second session and I explained everything that had happened during those 3 weeks where I was beating myself up and just, you know, having a really hard time letting go of it, and that I was still smoking and, you know, and all of this. And when you do stuff like this, it's like you're accountable to that person. Like, I was accountable to Glenn. Like, he was the one that was helping me through this, and I kind of felt like I was the naughty school kid if I went in and said that I was still smoking. That was nothing on him, that was just purely me, because I had signed up to this, and this was my conscious mind saying, no, we want to quit smoking, so this is what we're doing. So every time I went back to those sessions, I kind of felt like I'm belittling myself and making myself feel bad because I hadn't given up the smokes. Now, I went for my last session on what I believe was the 2nd of March, I think it was. And I literally went into that session and I was just like, I just don't understand why I can't let go of it. Like, I was reducing it. It had reduced. Like, I was smoking normally, probably about 10 smokes a day. And then I had reduced that to maybe 2 or 3 smokes a day, but I was still using the nicotine mints. Now, the last session was kind of like that breakthrough moment where we'd kind of worked out the pattern of it and worked out why I was smoking and you know, how it was all sort of working in my brain and how I was connected to it. And in that session, it was almost like the scissors had been like cutting away at those connections. And I just basically left that session and I was like, I don't want to smoke. I just don't want to smoke. And I was like really shocked because, bearing in mind, I've been smoking since I was 18. I'm now 34, and all of that time it's been a love-hate relationship with the smoking, because I think it's helping me, then I don't think it's helping me, and I want to give up, then I don't want to give up. And it was such a love-hate relationship that I just didn't want to get rid of it. I just didn't want to get rid of it. And then when this session happened, this last session, when it happened, it was just like the penny dropped and I was like, I just don't want it. I just don't want it. I just don't want to smoke. So I can tell you now, guys, it's the 12th, I think it is, the 12th of May, and I've officially been smoke free for 10 weeks and 3 days. Myself on the back because I am so proud of myself. Honestly, I can't believe it. I have to admit though, I am still using these nicotine mints. These have reduced now, and I'm only having these sort of every now and again, and it's almost like, oh, I just don't want to let go because I'm kind of attached to these as well, but they're expensive, so I really need to get rid of these. Oopsie. But if I'm honest, guys, this whole process has been so emotionally difficult. I've had days where I don't even want to see the light of day, because it means that I have to get up and face the fact that I've made the decision that I want to quit smoking. And I've paid for this too. So I don't want it to be a waste. So I would then, you know, get up out of bed and I'd be in such a foul mood because I want to go out and smoke. But I was like depriving myself of that. I was stopping myself from smoking, and it was just, yeah, it was really difficult. I was starting arguments over nothing. I was just in such a shit place that honestly, guys, I couldn't even pick up the camera to record it. I felt that shit. I mean, nobody really wants to see anybody in a shit mood, and I personally didn't really want to share that, in all honesty. I just didn't have it in me, guys. I didn't have it in me to pick up the camera and create a video for you that you're gonna want to watch and then sit and edit it, because my brain was just not focusing on anything. I was all over the place. I couldn't even keep up with my daily stuff that keeps me in check. So my affirmations in the morning, my morning pages, like making sure that I'm okay, like even showering and just looking after myself like as a normal person. I was finding that so difficult, honestly. Now though, I mean, like I say, I'm 10 weeks and 3 days into the life of a non-smoker, and I can honestly say it's going a lot better now. I've kind of reached that that point where it's like, yeah, is what it is. Like, I don't need to smoke. I don't feel the urge to smoke. I don't have those cravings, and I certainly haven't got the irritability and the stressiness of not smoking. So I do feel like it's left my system now. And that, yeah, okay, I mean, like when the sun started shining, it's glorious sunshine here, and it has been for the last few days, really. And as soon as the sun came out, my instant reaction is, oh, I'd love to go and have a smoke outside. Just go and sit down, chill out, and have a smoke. And it's stuff like that, those things that where I would normally go and have a cigarette. That's those moments crop up every now and again, but it's nowhere near how I was when I initially quit smoking. If I hadn't have met Glenn, I wouldn't have signed up to the control system, and I wouldn't be here now saying that I am a non-smoker and that I haven't been smoking for the last 10 weeks. So honestly, I can't thank Glenn enough, because he's really helped me to process this and be able to get it out of my system and do it in a way that makes sense to me, and that it's not just replacing the habit. You know, like I say, I am still using these, but they're more just because I like them. I know it sounds weird because they're not exactly the nicest things, but I like using them. I also have a little bit more of a connection with those. So I have said to Glenn that I might have to have another session with him just to let go of these, because I've had a pack of mints, these lozenges, I've had these with me for, well, since I was 21. So that's what, 13 years. I've had a pack of mints in my pocket with me every single day to make sure that if I can't smoke, I can still have a mint. And that is going to help me out. And so I still have that connection, but I don't have the connection to the actual smoking. So like I say, I'll probably catch up with Glenn and get him to book me in again. But he's just been amazing. Like, honestly, the whole process of this has just been a complete eye-opener. It's helped me understand my brain a lot better, and the way that I make these connections with bad habits and things like that. So I cannot recommend Glenn enough. He has really changed my life for the better, and I'm just absolutely speechless, if I'm honest, because I've been trying so hard for so long to give up smoking, and after just 4 sessions with him, I'm done. I'm done with smoking. That's it. I've washed my hands of it. Yes, like I say, okay, I have those moments where I'm like, oh, it'd be really nice to have a smoke right now. But I stop and I don't roll a smoke. You know, I've still got tobacco sitting in my cupboard. Guys, I haven't touched it. I even forget it's there. Like, that is so not like me. So he's done something. He has rewired my brain to help me to stop smoking and relieve myself of that connection. So guys, if you have any sort of issues like this, it could be, oh my god, there's so many things that you can use this for. I have linked to Glenn's website down below in my description, so do have a look at his website if you're interested in hypnotherapy, or if you're interested in the control system that I used. One of my friends, she used the control system to give up I think it was Diet Coke or something. She used it for that as well, and she said it was absolutely amazing, and she hasn't touched a can since. So there's loads and loads of different things, but like I say, go to his website, have a look at his website. He is an absolute amazing guy. He really is, and he really has a level of understanding of this that you really won't understand until you get there and you have those conversations with him. He's just incredible. He really is. So I recommend him a lot. I'm not being endorsed for this at all. So please, if you know, I'm just recommending him because I really appreciate what he does and how much he has helped me. So if you do need any help with this, like I say, his link is down below, and his Facebook as well, which I'll put around the screen here somewhere as well. But have a look and see what he might be able to help you with. If there was anything that I would say to somebody who is going to sign up to the control system with Glenn, it's that it's not going to be easy. It is going to be difficult, but it's worth it. And you will see the benefits as you go through it. And okay, there might be days where you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Like I was very much like that quite a few times actually. I thought, oh my God, why have I done this? Why have I done this? But ultimately I'm talking now as a non-smoker. And I can honestly say it was worth it. It was worth every single penny that I paid for it. And Glenn is just incredible, like I say. So give it a go. If you have anything that you want to give up, or if there's something that you want to work on, I would strongly recommend that you get in touch with Glenn and just ask for information. Just have a look and see if it's something that would be suitable for you. I would suggest that you were open-minded towards it because it's not for everyone. And if you are closed-minded, which if you're watching my videos, I can't imagine you are. I'm pretty sure you're an open-minded person. And if you are, then this is definitely something that would suit you. If there's something that you want to give up or something that you need to work on mentally, then go for it. Absolutely go for it. But just stay open-minded and try not to beat yourself up and try not to be so hard on yourself like I was, because that's what ultimately made it more difficult for me, was that I was beating myself up all the time. And now I'm not, so I'm, you know, it was worth it, like I say. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you this update on basically what has been going on in my life lately. Like I say, I've been quitting smoking, but I've also been away. I went to Macedonia with work for a week, and again, it's just made my whole life a bit hodgepodge, and I've not really known which way is up and which way is down. So I haven't had a lot of time to put any more videos together, but I can assure you they will be coming. I'm going to try every month now because it's getting really busy at work. So I would like to say that I will have the brain power to put together one video a month. And I'll continue with the affirmations as well. And one last note, guys, I have a new email address. And oh no, my phone's there, so I don't know what it's called. But anyway, I will give it to you now. I'm going to link it around the screen somewhere, and it will be in the description down below. So if there is any dilemmas that you have, if there's things that you want some advice on, please drop me an email and I will do my very best to make you a video, and I will give you the advice that I can give you. This is something that I'm complimented on quite a lot, is giving people advice and helping people out of sticky situations. So if you have any sticky situations or any problems that you would not like a little bit of assistance with, or just a little bit of advice, then please do drop me an email at insidejamiesmind@gmail.com. I believe that's right. I'll put the right one around here. I'm pretty sure that's right. And I will get back to you. And I will either, well, I'll reply to your email, and I will also make you a video so that you've got something to look forward to too. But otherwise, guys, that's me. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will be back very, very soon. And I will be back very, very soon. Okay, so yeah. Watch this. I don't know. Oh my God. Guys, I haven't done this for so long and I've like completely forgotten what I do. Thanks guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys real soon. Take care. Bye bye.